A blind man walked up to me in a bar and said, "Don't think you can hide from me. Stop avoiding your kids in Thailand." "I don't think so, pal. I don't have any kids, you got the wrong guy." I turned back to my drink, figuring he'd move on, but he grabbed my shoulder and said, "Theodore, I'd know that cologne anywhere. Same cheap stuff you've worn for 50 years. You can't hide from me." I spun around, confused. What cologne? And my name's not Theodore. The old man's cloudy eyes widened behind his dark glasses. He leaned in closer and took a deep breath through his nose. "You smell just like him, but aw shit, you must be Theo's grandson." My stomach dropped because I'd just left my grandpa at the hospice center 40 minutes ago. The doctor said he had maybe a week left if we were lucky. I'd come to this bar to drink away the image of him hooked up to all those machines. "Yeah, I'm his grandson. How do you know my old man?" The blind man sat on the bar stool next to me, looking shaken. "We served together in Vietnam, best friends for 3 years. Haven't spoken in decades because of the children." "What children?" "My grandpa had 3 kids, including my mom. Nothing mysterious about that." The blind man ordered a beer and took a long sip before answering. "The ones in Thailand. I've been keeping track of them for him all these years, hiding the evidence like he asked, but I can't do it anymore." I felt like the floor was tilting. My grandfather was my hero. He'd raised me after my parents died, taught me to fish and fix cars and be a good man. We told each other everything, at least I thought we did. "What are you talking about?" My voice came out rougher than intended. The blind man reached into his jacket and pulled out a worn envelope stuffed with papers. His fingers found the edge, and he pushed it toward me. "Your grandfather and I spent R&R in Thailand every chance we got. He had a thing for the local girls, refused to use protection because he said it didn't feel the same. He liked to keep it raw and gushy. He got at least 4 of them pregnant that we know of." I opened the envelope with shaking hands. Inside were dozens of letters written in broken English, photos of children who looked disturbingly like my mom when she was young, then photos of those children grown up with children of their own, 2 entire generations of family I'd never known existed. "He made them send everything to my address," the blind man continued. "Sent money when he could in the early years. Then when he married your grandmother, he cut them off completely, pretended they never existed, but they kept writing, kept sending pictures, hoping their American father would acknowledge them." I spread the photos across the bar. A girl named Mei Li from 1971 holding a baby boy. That same boy as a teenager in a school uniform. Then him as a man with his own children. All of them with my grandfather's distinctive nose and sharp jawline. My nose, my jawline. "Why are you showing me this now?" I knocked back the rest of my whiskey. "Because Theodore is dying, and those kids deserve to know what happened to their father, their grandfather. He used to brag about it, you know," the blind man added quietly. "Called them his Thailand babies, like they were souvenirs. Said what happened overseas didn't count. But I saw those women cry when we left. I've been reading their letters for 40 years. They counted. The children counted." My hands were trembling as I looked at the most recent photo. A young woman about my age standing in front of a university. Proud graduate of nursing school, written on the back in careful English. "Still hoping to meet grandfather before too late." "What am I supposed to do with this?" I asked. "Whatever you think is right. I'm done keeping his secrets."